Hey there, I'm T. Welcome to Earth to Eve Tarot. I step in and do a reading for you guys. I thought tonight we could do a love reading. We could do a love reading focused around the person the collective is thinking about. I think what I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to pull on both of your energies, both your perceptions, what's going on around both of you, and I will start with the person you're thinking of. So go ahead. Oh my. Go ahead and think of your person. So far, I've pulled out the High Priestess. This is to signify the energy that is surrounding the person you're thinking about. The Seven of Swords. The one feeling I got from this instantly was like a hyper awareness to one's actions and how they are perceived. They're almost like they don't want to be perceived as sneaky, but they may very well be doing some sneaky things. The nature of those things, I'm not sure. But I also just picture this individual like slinking around, possibly watching from a distance, keeping quiet. A little creepy, but doesn't want to come off as creepy. Let's start there. The Empress. Judgment. Let's just get one more to clarify the energy surrounding the collective's person. The Five of Wands. The one thing that I'm getting from this is this individual is hyper aware of you at the moment, and it feels like you are transcending. I don't know how else to call it except you are transcending and you are stepping into yourself, and this person is just like suddenly sitting up straight. I said that in my last reading as well. They're like standing straight, paying attention, taking notice. I just pictured you like whizzing by everybody, whatever you're doing, whatever task you're doing, you're just flying by everybody. And I picture this person like standing there with a stopwatch, like they're just observing this new level of person that you've become. And with the Five of Wands here, they could also be talking to a lot of other people about you. The Four of Cups just flipped over. That's too many. I'm not taking that. Oh, it fell on the floor. It must be special. The Five of Cups. I sense a little melancholy with this person. Is it possible that you've recently retreated? I feel like quite possibly recently, perhaps you may have pulled your energy back. And enough so that this person stood up straight, took notice, and they don't really know how to adapt to this new version of you. Kind of like leaving them in the dust a little bit. And they're definitely feeling the effect of it. They feel the disconnection. That is for sure. And so I sense them like trying to connect with you mentally. Maybe they're trying to start more stimulating conversation with you. They're trying to come at you more, but in such a way that is so subtle that it doesn't give them away. And your lack of responsiveness really kind of makes them feel left out in the cold. They feel judged. They may be talking to others, trying to get the scoop on you at the moment. The Ace of Cups. Collective, I feel like you may have pulled back. And this person is a myth, to be perfectly honest with you. How does this person perceive the collective? How does this person perceive the collective? They're obviously feeling a little emotional about this disconnection. How does this person perceive, oh, that flipped over. How does this person perceive the collective? The Page of Pentacles. The Nine of Cups. The Six of Swords. This person has definitely identified with the fact that you are choosing to focus on yourself, focus on your work, focus on whatever it is that's going on with you, a new level of learning, your wish fulfillment. And they recognize that there's been a deliberate choice to disconnect the Six of Swords. That is how they perceive you right now. The Page of Swords just fell out. The Page of Wands just fell out. So we have 3 pages here. Yeah, this person is looking at you as disciplined, studious, focusing on yourself. Like, their feelings are a little hurt that you no longer have space for them. Like, something changed. Something changed here. And this person felt it, right? The Fool. They perceive you as being on this new journey, right? Like, they're trying to understand who this new version of you is. And they're having a hard time doing that. It's a version of you that they've never seen before. The King of Swords. The Queen of Cups. The Six of Cups. They've watched you level up here and how you logistically sift through everything, yet you're not so analytical that you don't have a heart. Of course you have a heart. They look at you as incredibly versatile. All of these pages here but what is not here is the Page of Cups. You're not focused on emotional things right now. You're focused on forward trajectory. A new beginning. Balanced in your masculine and feminine energy. Right here. Focused on the energy that you bring to the spaces that you're in with the people that you're around. I just picture you like with your nose in a book. and this individual is like looking at you from around a shelf, you know, around the corner. And They're just miffed that you don't see them right now. Just miffed. I want to read a little bit more on the High Priestess, the Seven of Swords, and the Empress. Because I think there's a little bit more to this. I think the energy that you withdrew was your spiritual and mental connectedness to this person. That door feels like it's closed to this person. And I just picture them like sneaking around corners trying to figure out why. Why is that? Let's switch up the deck a little bit. This energy that is going on around. I picture this person trying to make a lot of eye contact with you, trying to like give you subliminal messages, body language, all these things, and it's not landing anymore. It's not landing anymore. Let's clarify it. The High Priestess. The Two of Pentacles. The Three of Swords. This lack of chemistry, this lack of connection, where there once was chemistry and connection, is really hurting this person right now. Right? The Empress. Greatly hurting this person. The Moon. The Ace of Swords. They don't like that you have essentially turned down the frequency that has kept the both of you connected for so long. And it feels like it's a really long time. It feels like a long time, but you are concealing that from this person. This Empress and this High Priestess is what they love about you. But I feel right now, you're in the process of teaching them how to treat you. What is the Seven of Swords here? What is this? The Page of Wands. What is the Seven of Swords? The Queen of Swords. Yep. You've backed off. You've become guarded. You have all of these pages down here. You're kind of in the midst of just guarding your journey. I feel like this person previously probably took a lot of your energy, your mental energy. Justice, clarifying the Seven of Swords. I picture you taking like a backdoor exit on this person. And just like, what do they call that? An Irish goodbye? Take it how it resonates. You just get up and go, shut the door. That's what this feels like. You've shut the door on this connection. And it's certainly allowing you to be a lot more focused. I just heard this individual go, I guess I deserved that. I guess I deserved that. Seven of Wands. Yes, you have decided to defend yourself here in such a way of just putting your walls up. Disconnecting energetically. We have the Empress here and the Empress here. This is your energy around them. Let's clarify the Empress and why the Empress. Why you are the Empress to this person. Why are you the Empress to this person? The Fool. They see you as self-made. They see you as ambitious, multiplying everything that's given to you. They see you as self-sufficient. They see you as nurturing and loving and caring and established. The Six of Wands and the Ace of Wands. I feel like this person really wants to tell you how they feel. The Five of Cups. But that's the problem, right? Ten of Swords. They want to tell you how they feel. But they can't. The Lovers. They cannot tell you how they feel. They cannot tell you. The Seven of Pentacles, how emotionally invested they are. The Nine of Swords. You are their, like, every pleasure and their every pain. Waking and sleeping. Completely and totally. They can't tell you how they feel. Why? What is some of the energy surrounding the reason why? Why can't this person come forward? Why can't this person come forward? They wouldn't dare. Oh my goodness. They feel blocked by you. They feel blocked by you. Your analytical side, your ability to see gaps in places where other people don't see them, how you see through them. The Two of Swords. They don't know how you feel. They have no idea how you feel. The High Priestess. Your energy, your energy startles them. It scares them. This person is not used to somebody like you. They have no idea what to expect, and especially right now as you're in transition, because you are clearly connected right now to them and everybody around you. You are spiritually sharp, mentally sharp, sharp in your work, sharp with your relationships. You are like, if you are a mother, you are 100% on. If you are leading a team, you are 100% on. You are at work, making work function. You are at home, cleaning house. You are making pizza for your kids and Christmas snacks because Christmas is coming, right? And then somehow you manage to find also time to care for yourself, and you are just so attuned right now. And you are just 100% on. And this person can feel that from you, and they just, it is what they love about you and what absolutely terrifies them. How fast you are. Like, you are quick. This person has a hard time keeping up. This person probably gets confused around you easily. And they don't want you to see that confusion. They don't want you to see that they can't keep up to you. They don't want to be seen by you. In that way, who you are is their every pleasure and their every pain. You signify love. You signify wisdom. You signify fairness. And for them, that calls them to have to step up. And that is what is holding them back. That is what is holding them back. More cards to clarify why this person, that's too many, is not moving forward. Yeah. The Five of Wands. You are completely unpredictable right now to them. They don't know what they would get from you, right? Wheel of Fortune. It's like spin the wheel. We don't know what we're going to get. Not too sure. Don't know how to take you right now. You're that Page of Pentacles. Super focused. Right? This person is very sad that they do not have your attention. Their feelings are quite hurt. They're quite bothered by it, and they look up to you, they revere you, and they fear you. You know, but they're very much watching this transition that you're going through. Okay? How does the collective feel about this person? How does the collective feel about this person? The Eight of Wands. Well, that's interesting. Card of communication right there. How does the collective feel about this person? That's way too many, and I'm definitely not going to take all those. Let's try again. Eight of Wands. Cards of communication. How does the collective feel about this person? The Queen of Wands. Okay. Well, I mean, clearly right there. Are you teaching this person a lesson right now? You know? You are feeling very much empowered within yourself. Hold on. There's the Page of Pentacles again. Right? You are feeling confident within yourself. You are focused on your own path at the moment. The Three of Cups. I think there is a desire to communicate with this person, collaborate with this person, be on peaceful terms with this person. Right? The Knight of Cups. Your bark is worse than your bite. If this person only knew, okay, that you have a liking for them, right? And it's platonic but affectionate. And I think it's platonic and affectionate because it's just been so stagnant. Like, I feel like you've cut it off because it's been stagnant. But you're very much focused. You know, you've got the Chariot here. You're moving forward. You're moving forward. In my last reading, this person was like, you're coming with me. And here the response seems like, no, I'm going this way. And if you want to go this way, you're welcome to join me this way. But this is the way I'm going. The Nine of Swords. The Seven of Wands. And the Tower. Yeah. you have your own things that you need to defend and see through. And so you are on your own path, and so you've split timelines with this person. You're like, my timeline is going this way. If you want to come with me, you can come with me, because I come as the Queen of Wands, the Page of Pentacles, you know, where I'm focused on myself. And you want to communicate with this person. You have space for this person on a loving level, on a grounded level, on an affectionate yet platonic level. You've chosen to make it platonic, but affectionate. It almost feels like you're like, I'm detaching for now. This feels like a detachment for now. In the meantime, you have things to do, things that you want to do. I think you've decided to let this tower fall, and I feel like it was a tower before, and it fell. And you allowed it. You allowed this person's tower to fall. And they are just completely a myth by this new version of you and this disconnection. They miss the connection. They miss the energy that you used to give them. I would not be surprised if this person is like in your DMs, you know, just finding reasons to be around you, whether they bring you something or they have to, you know, tell you an important piece of information, something like that. But let's pull some love messages, shall we? In regards to how this person feels about the collective. What they would like to say to the collective. What they really think, how they really feel. Love messages for the collective. That's way too many. Just one or two, you know? There we go. Oh, shoot. There it is. Fear disguises itself as pride. Call its bluff. Yeah, that's the energy I'm getting here. This person is like too proud. This one, I cannot get away from this one. The tarot said no twice. That just keeps coming up a lot. I don't know if this person's listening or not. I don't know. All of my cards are all mixed up. Hold on a second here. You can fast forward through if you want. There we go. Okay. Love messages for the collective. That one flew out nice. I'm not crying, you're crying. I feel like this person has done a lot of crying about you. They're like pretty hurt that they don't get your energy anymore. Every glance from you is a small surrender I pretend not to give. Again, this person like lurking around corners. Maybe you look up, maybe you catch them watching you. Maybe even more so lately than usual. Because they're like, why aren't you paying attention to me? Why aren't you, you know, giving me the energy I seek on my level rather than your own? But regardless, they are sitting up straight and following your lead. Because they crave the energy that they used to get from you. But what they don't realize, aw, I love you. I act indifferent so you won't see how much I care. Yeah, and that's the problem. That's the problem, right? You know, why doesn't this person want you to know that they care? That's kind of like the $1,000,000 question. Why doesn't this person want you to know that they care? That's way too many. Why not? They recognize that it is because of their indifference and mixed messages that you've parted ways. They understand. They completely, wholeheartedly get that. Yeah, they understand that. Ten of Swords. They understand that they fumbled this. 110%. Illuminating that with the sun. Okay? They completely understand that is their indifference with the Two of Swords that has caused this. Yep, Five of Pentacles. They're like, geez, I should have handled that differently. I should have handled that differently with the collective. Things might be different, right? The Star. They realized that things on a different timeline could have been different if they had just been more open. Two of Cups. And now you've got the Ten of Swords everywhere, the Nine of Swords everywhere, Fives abound. And they're starting to realize, oh my gosh, wow, I did this to myself. And I treated the Queen of Wands like I didn't really care or have an opinion or show them that I actually am not indifferent. I look at them as the Empress, the High Priestess, the Queen of Wands. Right? Right, collective? Now they're suffering internally themselves with the Five of Swords, the King of Swords. Now they're all caught up in themselves about what they did, trying to figure out what you're doing, right? Illuminating that with the sun, the King of Swords again. I'd say that's a pretty good confirmation. And you know what? I'm going to leave it there. Okay? You guys have a good night. Maybe I'll get in here this week. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. I do like doing this, but work-life balance, you know. All right. Have a good night, guys. We'll talk later.